I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The lyric scientist forever.
Joyous day, folks. Joyous day indeed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Gather one, gather all around the fire pit, the pit of fire with the flames and the smoke, and welcoming you to the 202nd episode. Man, 202, nation's capital of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ the Pizza Guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist.
Yeah, what up?
Jared is here. And Dan, thank you so much for coming back on the show, man. Welcome to our domain.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, we appreciate you being here.
What up, OG?
It's nice to have just people around. The bonding experience is very what is the word? Therapeutic. That is the word I'm looking for. Therapeutic. And what we were kind of discussing before the camera started rolling was if there's alcohol in non-alcoholic beer. So you said there's a little bit in it?
There is. On
For
all
real?
the labels, so they remove it, but they can't. There's no proof. There's no way that they can guarantee that there's zero. So they put might be less than 0.5% or something like that. It's on all the labels. Any non-alcoholic beer, it says that. So they put that because if you're an alcoholic and that would get you back into drinking, I think it could.
Well, I guess they're just trying to cover their bases, but that's not going to get you back in the drink. Now, you were saying somebody was doing it for religious purposes, and I was just like, okay, whatever's in a non-alcoholic beer is negligible. Like you were like, oh, it's because of religious purposes. This that it still has alcohol. That means they can't use mouthwash during Lent because it has more alcohol in it than a bottle.
But
of beer.
you spit it
Yeah.
out, you don't swallow it.
It can still go in your pores.
Yeah, your pores, your bloodstream.
I
yeah.
think that's cheating. I think if you drink non-alcoholic beer, that's cheating.
And
I don't think it's cheating. I think it's just you're just using the taste. I don't think it's cheating.
so no, the reason we brought this up, folks, and is because
Because RJ wants to talk about himself. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I do. And I appreciate that. I'm a part of this show too, and give me 5 minutes, and you guys can have the rest. I don't care.
No, what?
I'm just joking. But every year in recent years, I have done Sober October, and that means I don't have any booze. As much as I like to have booze, don't have any booze. But unfortunately,
that's a lie too. But go ahead.
no, it's not. Well, maybe now,
Mhm.
maybe the reformed version of myself.
Yep.
What I was gonna say is that I still partake in the, that. Sorry, I didn't want to. Was that too much? Well, the good old Puff the Magic Dragon.
I just hope you're not looking to get any jobs anytime soon.
Hopefully, that is correct. I mean, I'm not too sure. I don't know, but we're gonna keep it rolling because I don't want to self-incriminate anymore. But they were like, "Oh, well, that's cheating," and then I'm like, "Yeah, well, you know what? It is to a degree, but just no booze for the whole October. So that is Sober October to me.
That's more cheating than anything.
Oh, yeah, way more than alcohol.
Way more than
Well,
alcohol.
for sure.
I'm not trying to compare mine to yours in that sense. I'm just saying that it's I guess what keeps me balanced. You know what I'm saying? Like in my Zen-like state
Bro,
that I'm currently in.
Me personally, I think if you're gonna do what you call Sober October, that means you need to be
Sober. Yeah, I agree.
And even though it's from the earth, as they say, you're not sober when you are doing it. Like, so you're not doing Sober October.
Yeah, I mean it. It's
Semi
correct.
sober
You're right. I'm not gonna negate the fact that that's 100% correct. However, my form of Sober October, no booze.
All right, bro.
And I don't
Just don't
even
call
really-
it Sober October. Just call it only High October.
Okay. Well, even if I was but that's what kind of the whole conversation stemmed from me just trying to think I'm intelligent and smart and think I'm doing good for myself. In reality, I'm just kind of putting a Band-Aid on something that needs stitches, if that's a good analogy I could use. Yeah, I like that one. I like that.
Well, or you could say you should be ripping the Band-Aid off
Okay.
as opposed to slowly taking it
Nah.
off.
Okay. Yeah, I like this one too. I don't know. I'm just an analogy god. Not really.
Okay.
I'm just. Okay. All right.
When anybody ever refers to themselves as a god of something, I'm like, hold up, let's take it down.
Dude, you never had a moment in your life, either of you, where you were just like, I am a god. Like,
I don't think I've ever said that in my
no,
life.
no, I'm not saying like you say it out loud and stand like a fucking weirdo like I'm doing right now. But have you ever just thought like you know that feeling like, oh, I'm the fucking man, like that? Yeah, that just good old.
That is one thing, but I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
I'm fucking goddamn Wolverine or some shit.
No. And honestly, as cool as it would be to be him, it probably sucks too. Because he's always getting shot and killed, and it just, I don't know, he can't die. It's probably very irritating. No, but so for religious purpose, so there's just, you said so less than 0.5%.
Something like that, or maybe even less than that.
But you would
says
probably have
may
to drink-
contain.
You-
You would have to drink
30 of them. I mean,
Probably, yeah.
and
I don't
just-
think you could get drunk. No.
No, but I kind of agree with Jared. I don't think it's really cheating.
No, that's not.
Nah,
It's
yeah,
basically
I-
water, man. You could probably have worse shit in the tap water you drink than you would have in the fucking non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
At least that's filtered.
Yeah. Like I said, I just think as far as religious purpose going, that's kind of cheating.
Oh.
But
Well, when it
It's my
comes to that,
opinion.
I mean, yeah, no, that I could understand, yeah.
I'm not a very religious person, so I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fine. We don't want to talk about
no,
that
no,
stuff.
No.
We don't want to talk about
Some
this.
people have gotten offended because I didn't let them on the show because they wanted to talk about religion. I'm like, nah, we don't do that here.
Are you serious?
I mean, not like really offended, but
Oh.
like it was like, oh, they didn't want me on there because what I wanted to talk about. I'm like, we don't do religion, we don't do politics.
Well-
Sometimes politics comes up, but
Right.
we try to stay
It's
away
not the
from it.
focus.
No,
Yeah.
because that's not comedy. There's nothing funny about
Yeah.
fucking. And let's talk about Mitch McConnell freezing on the fucking podium. That's funny.
Dude,
Yeah.
oh my god. So, I mean, it was pretty funny. What I was gonna say is, Jesus, oh fuck, I'm having a brain fart.
You know what that is?
That's your not sober October.
Yeah,
that-
exactly.
Don't worry, I had it all planned out, and now it's gone. But it's not all gone. Some of it is.
That's what it'll do. To you.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything is cool, folks. Everything is kosher. No, you were talking about. Oh my God, you're right. It's happening. I'm becoming dumb right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Let me say what's up to everybody in the chat.
What up,
while
y'all?
you're thinking, OG, what up? Londa, what up? Epic, what up? Yeah, they're having their own little conversation in there.
I just
somewhere.
can't fathom what I would. Fuck, man. I can't remember what I was going to say. And now it's pissing me off. Well, it's not pissing me off. It's just irritating. So we were talking about freezing on stage. Oh, so with religion. That's right. Okay, so with religion, yeah, we don't really talk about it. But do you know what I do kind of find interesting is some of the history behind it,
That's funny.
if that makes any
Well, I
sense.
was reading the comment that you're not reading.
Well, my phone is charged. Well, it's charged, but I have it over here.
Okay.
No, but I'm interested in the history behind it, like how like some of it came to be
What?
in terms of religion.
Oh, here
Like-
you go.
No, I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm just saying if we were to discuss it on this show, that is like the only portion I would really think would be,
What don't you know? What do you mean? Where did it come from?
No, not. I'm just saying like different stories and theories and just stuff like that. The mystery behind it all, kind of that.
If according to people who follow those religions, there is no mystery.
But there's different religions and people believe different things.
Are there different religions? Well, let's be real.
Yeah, no, I think we
They
all
believe in the same shit.
Yeah,
they
no.
just go about it different ways.
Yeah, no, but I just feel like there's something there that is like kind of hidden underneath the surface. Just I don't know the mystery behind. I just feel it's kind of mysterious. Like, yeah, we go based off of like this scripture or whatever it is. But like, I don't know. I just feel like there's more to it. Just the interesting things around it. That's all. Not like, hey, if you believe or not, now that can obviously create a conflict of interest here on the show.
How?
No, I'm just saying to your point, we don't really talk about religion or politics. But if we were going to talk about religion, what I'm saying is just kind of some of the small things behind it, but not somebody coming on saying, "Oh, you should be religious," or you're going to, that
Or
kind
preaching.
of thing.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it wouldn't
preaching.
be that. There would be definitely no preaching, but there would be. We need clarification on this and this and that, but I don't know. This is a funny one by OG. Hard to believe in Jesus when 3/5 of his name is sus.
Dude, that's
funny.
That's kind of funny.
That is funny.
Let us LOL together. But yeah, so religion, politics, don't deal with it. Don't do it. All right. So now that that's over with, Dan, what's
No,
up?
I mean people could do it on their own. We not doing it here.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want anybody preaching in my house anyway, or in the mad scientist lab, I should say.
It's nothing like that. It's just it doesn't interest me. And when people want to like, so what do you think about the upcoming election? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck either. Dan, do you care? No,
don't
right?
give a fuck,
Yeah.
no.
And see, nobody cares. It's crazy. Nobody gives a shit.
No, people care, but those are the ones who think they have control of shit.
I have learned that.
Well, let's put it this way: they think they can control what the government does. I can't control what they fucking do, so I don't give a fuck about them. I'm gonna live my life.
Exactly.
And if some shit happens to come my way that they did, then fucking I got to deal with it. It's just like anything else in life. You got to deal with the shit that like roll with the punches.
Yeah, that's how I kind of look at voting and all that. Just the whole. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Now I
either.
do that. I talked about this before. I vote for other reasons. I don't vote because I fucking give a fuck about who's in the office. I
Okay.
vote because many people before me fought for me to be able to do that. So that's why I vote.
You know what, Jared? That's why I like having you on this show.
Why is that?
Just because that was such a proud American answer. And I like Hey,
I know.
That's just American about
yeah,
it.
so
There's other
that
parts.
was
There's
awesome.
other parts that go into that. I was
We-
trying to be
I
trying
know.
to be
that was great.
diplomatic
That,
about
like,
it.
I feel like we should have like a
super
bald
serious
eagle,
for a
like
second.
just do the whole like bald eagle cry. Like,
Well,
just have
but that's man. That's okay. This is RJ's fault.
it is.
This is how this is. I don't want to get too deep into it, so I was being diplomatic about
I
it.
got
I
you.
could have been like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, which I have done before. But I'm not in the mood to do all that. So it's just like it is what it is. I still will let people know. People get it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
we get it. We get it. Do your part, folks. Vote if you have the right. You should. It's very important. It is. I mean, it is important. I mean, it's kind of not. Sorry. It's kind of. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it. Fuck it. So what's going on?
RJ, what'd you do this week, man? Besides fucking come up with nothing to talk about.
Well, I was going to ask you if, well, Dan's here. Dan's welcome to chime in. I was going to say I finished Ahsoka. I thought that was super, super dope. I unfortunately have not watched the first episode of Loki yet, though.
All right, don't worry about that. We're not on that.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So, all right, good. Because I was like, oh my God, I didn't watch this. Jared is going to kill me.
I mean, I watched it.
I fully intend on I know you did, but so that's why I was like, fuck, I should watch this, but I ended up watching something else and all this other stuff. But I finished Ahsoka, and I really liked it. Like, the whole series as a whole, I thought the ending was really cool. I think it leaves a lot of things open for the movie that's supposed to come out.
Wait, it's supposed to be an Ahsoka movie?
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know if it's an Ahsoka movie. It's a movie made by the gentleman's name's Filoni, correct?
Dave Filoni, yeah.
Yeah, and it is supposed to take place, I want to say, before the events of A New Hope, like 15,000 years before. And I don't know. It's supposed to tie into this
That's
somehow.
the Acolytes.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. I'm trying to because I only read about it when they did that whole.
I talked about that.
Yeah, I know when you brought it up, but that was my remembrance of the movie, and I know that the show is supposedly supposed to tie into this somehow. So
Well,
I
mean, maybe. I guess it could, but it's gonna. That mean it's not gonna answer any of the fucking questions we have about Ahsoka, though.
Yeah, I know, but I just again from what I read, apparently it's supposed to tie in some way, shape, or form. But again, there's a lot.
I mean, it would probably be the father, the son, and the daughter, which they also explored in Clone Wars. And I watched a couple like not rehashes, but like kind of breakdowns of those. Because there was some stuff that I didn't like. The end of Ahsoka,
Yeah.
That big statue that's pointing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed because New Rockstars pointed it out to me. Off in the distance, you could see a beam of light on the top of a mountain, and that's where that statue was pointing to. And that's why Balin was standing on the end of the hand, looking out at it, like, "Oh, that's where I need to go."
I like this.
And they were saying that the color of that beam that's flashing, because it was flashing on and off, was similar to the color of his lightsaber, which is orange. So they're saying that could be like the source of the power that he's looking for, or whatever. But I don't know how they're gonna do it because that actor died last year or this year.
Yeah.
So I don't know how if they're gonna do another season or they're gonna replace him or what. Or they're gonna do it. They were maybe an animated series.
That would be cool. I'm all.
I like live action, man.
I know, but at the same time, well, actually, after watching it, it would be hard to go back to animation. I agree with that. But I liked the whole show overall. I thought it was really good. It's definitely like my number 2 next to Mandalorian. Like,
I'm gonna go ahead and leap out there and say that I think it's better than Mandalorian.
wow.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
didn't watch it all yet.
Oh,
you haven't watched it all
I've
yet?
watched 2 episodes. I need to watch.
You only seen bro.
I promised you I was going to
Oh
watch it.
yeah, yeah. So there's a lot of like really good shit. When I say like really good shit, like really,
I know.
really
I told
good
Jared
shit.
I was going to watch it on my day off. I watched some, but I didn't get to watch all of it.
No, there's a lot of like really just again good shit there. So please finish that so
I
you
will,
can
I will. I will.
be
Actually,
just spoiled
I think
as a
I'll
fan.
watch it tonight.
You should.
Yeah, there's some episodes that like I think it's episode 4 is probably gonna blow your fucking mind.
Yeah, there's some really cool moments in there.
And I don't know if you know anything about like the world of Between Worlds and all that.
A little bit.
Okay, so if you've seen some of Rebels,
Mhm.
like toward the end,
Mhm.
that would kind of give you an idea of
Oh, okay.
what's happening.
Okay, cool.
I think it makes its first appearance in season 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Which is the last season. There's only 4 seasons.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, so there you go.
How many episodes did you say there was?
There's
8.
8.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ahsoka, folks, if you're a Star Wars fan or just a fan of anything in general, do yourself a favor and check this stuff out, but especially as a Star Wars fan. So Jared is going out on a limb saying he thinks it might be better than The Mandalorian.
I don't say it might be. I say it is better.
Oh.
I just think the way the composition comes together, the storyline, and there's only one. Well, I don't know if they changed directors. I think Dave Filoni directed all of them, but with Mandalorian, they switched back and forth between directors. So some episodes seem better directed than others.
Okay.
Maybe because I might not like that director's style, but there's a lot of mixing and matching with the Mandalorian compared to
And
Ahsoka.
do you think maybe I might be going out on a limb here, but do you think since Mando's been out for a prolonged period of time and it has that real good kid factor with Grogu, like it seems not
No,
as dark?
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
No, I would just
Because it was kind of a kid factor in Ahsoka, too, when they had those little fucking turtle things running around.
No, yeah, that is true. That is true. But I just, yeah, that's true. I just felt Ahsoka was a little darker.
You didn't think it was as good?
No. I like both of them a lot. What I'm
okay.
saying is I just feel like to what Jared was saying, like he thinks it is better. And I was asking, like, do you think it is better because it might have a bit of a darker tone to it? And
Right.
Mando's kind of gone the the big like I have a plush Baby Yoda doll in my car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like,
that's one character in the whole entire thing. It's still
Yeah.
pretty dark.
yeah, no, I know that, but I was just saying, just due to I guess the fun factor in it, if lack of a better term, maybe that would.
That's saying a lot. I just learned. I didn't realize, but I learned in trivia on Wednesday. The Mandalorian won an Emmy, I think, in 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, it did. Again, I didn't know. Till
But it was
trivia,
also the first live action since other than the movies. So of course it's gonna get
Right.
a bigger
Yeah,
push.
Yeah, and the hype surrounding it was
Oh, yeah.
massive.
Oh, yeah.
And, so just with a lot of things. But would you compare it to Obi-Wan at all?
Would I compare it to Obi-Wan?
Or would you say it's better than Obi-Wan?
I'd say Ahsoka, Mandalorian, Obi-Wan.
Where do you put
or
Boba Fett?
Kenobi. Huh?
Where do you put Boba Fett?
Boba Fett is not even in the running.
I agree. I didn't like that. Wasn't a big
it
Boba
was
Fett.
garbage.
fan at all.
No, yeah.
I agree.
After-
I'm glad you thought that too. Me too.
No, after...
No, we talked about it plenty of times on here.
Yeah, so after the fact, and with some of the other stuff we've gotten since Boba Fett, yeah, it's definitely at the bottom of the totem
I
pole.
totally agree.
I think when something like that comes out, initially you want to like it, you know what I mean?
Right.
But afterwards, it's just like,
Especially because they tied it right into the Mandalorian, so you got all
Yeah.
excited, and then
and
Well,
yeah,
I think they had to do that. They knew it wasn't doing well. I don't know. Because they would have already had to record all of it. But I don't know. I guess they were just trying to shoehorn Boba Fett in there because Boba Fett was one of the biggest, one of like fan favorites of like Star Wars throughout since the beginning.
oh yeah,
So
especially for a villain.
a lot of people were probably looking for that, and then nobody ever got it, and then so they were like, "Oh, let's give him this." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
OG says, "How come in Star Wars? How come nobody steps in Ewok shit?" Probably because they're pretty clean people.
I mean,
or beings. You know what I'm saying?
dude,
I think they at least have diapers and they have
well,
clothes on.
yeah, they got their little robes and shit, dude. They're
Yeah.
Ewoks, bro. Dude, if I had to be honest, dude, having like my own Ewok would be dope. Like you just like walking around.
You want to
chill-
fucking okay? Oh, see, that's very white of you.
what? That I want
I
an
want,
Ewok?
I want a person. I want my own little person, just I can have.
What? No, you're making it sound racist.
That's funny.
Bro, they're people. They're not exactly human.
I'm not going to enslave the Ewoks. I'm
but you
saying-
want to have one. You just said you wanted to have one. Fucking that's
Own one. Go ahead.
yeah. And lying.
Go ahead and say it.
All right.
Possession.
So if I had a roommate, I'd want my roommate to be an Ewok.
Oh,
all
okay.
right.
Oh,
There,
okay,
there,
that's
there. Is that fair?
I don't
do
think
not-
that's what you meant, but that's
I-
cool.
It's not, but I'm for the sake of my own dignity, integrity, and credibility. Anyway, failure. Yeah. So if I had a roommate, I'd want it to be an Ewok. But yeah, no, that's a good question. Why don't they step in Ewok shit? They wear diapers? Do they have drawers? Do they just like? I mean, they live in the
They have
woods.
stuff under there.
Stuff under.
I mean, they don't show anyone else going to the bathroom.
Now,
Maybe they use the
Wookiees-
toilet like everybody else.
Wookiees don't have it. They don't have anything, so you might step in Wookiee shit every now and then.
yeah.
But
And
they don't show the people going to the bathrooms. They don't show the.
I know.
Mm,
I know that. But that's what I'm saying. But
I would be more afraid.
they don't wear drawers.
Sure.
Ewoks, they wear drawers and shit. Fucking Wookiees don't.
I'd be more afraid to step in Wookiee shit.
Yeah,
than
so
Ewok.
it's like bigger than human size shit.
dude,
Yeah.
a Wookiee is probably like as big as the light and just
Probably taller.
it would
That dude who played him was like 7 foot or some shit.
for real. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, I mean he does look really tall in the movie, obviously,
Yeah.
but damn, that's. I don't think I've ever been next to somebody that tall. Like I've been up to somebody who's probably like 6'6" or something like that, or 6'5". But I couldn't imagine being that tall, dude. You just like look. You probably think everybody's like little ants, or just like little people. Like you're a giant, dude.
Yeah, 7'3".
7'3".
Wow.
Good God, bro. Peter Mayhew.
Well,
Sev-
2 different people played him.
Oh, okay.
And they're both that tall.
Well, one's 7'3", and the other one is 6'11".
Oh,
Still 7'4" though, or 7'3" is just a gigantic human being, dude. I wouldn't know what to do. Like if I saw, I think I wouldn't stare, But I would be curious if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like what is it like being so tall? Like your joints I think go bad quicker.
Well,
or
that and
something?
when you
Yeah.
fly, you have to have certain seats. And
Yeah, I just saw a thing the other day. As a matter of fact, this lady took her first flight. She was the tallest woman in the world. Like I think she's in the Guinness Book of World Records. She took her first flight. What they had to do was make a special seat, so she would have to lay down
Damn,
to take
bro.
the flight.
Bro, could you imagine just like this, dude, in a plane? That's crazy.
Well, yeah. I know some people that are, just 6'2", 6'3", or whatever, and they say, "Oh, flying's horrible. They need to sit in the
Buy a
seat
first
with
class
more-"
seats, motherfuckers.
Right. And
Yeah.
a lot of them have to, but I'm
You
just
cheap
saying,
ogre bastards.
short people don't have all that problem, which
No, but you got to like duck down to get in the doorways. You probably can't
know.
ride certain rides because like some
Yeah.
piece of metal will fucking bludgeon you to death. I couldn't. Yeah, you probably couldn't even get the little shoulder straps on the roller coaster over you, depending on how big you
and
are.
you have to get some clothes custom made and stuff. If you're 7 foot tall, you can't just roll into Target and get clothes.
Yeah, and I would say not so much like say like you're 7 foot and like you're like kind of like a wide person. Like you couldn't use like a standard toilet. Like you'd have to like take a dump in a trash can or something, man. Like a
Oh,
full
yeah.
like blown trash can. You couldn't sit on a regular plebe toilet. Like,
So here's the lady right here.
oh my god.
Ramissa Gilga, whatever.
How tall is she?
She's only 25.
She looks older than 25.
Oh, definitely. I
I
mean,
don't know how old she is.
flew 20. Let's see. Hold on.
I could click on the fucking shit.
So they have her laying down on what looks like, obviously, it kind of looks like it. Dude, look at her legs. Jesus Christ, dude. The knees are at like the corner. I would see if you could pull up like a full
That's
size
enough.
image of it.
We don't need to see more than that.
Yeah, we're good.
Dude, that's crazy
Yeah,
though.
that's disturbing almost.
I would, is that being considered a freak?
Yeah,
You know,
kind of.
and I hate to,
Well, you've
I
seen
mean,
Shallow
she's
Hal,
in the
right?
Guinness Book of World Records. So
yeah. And is it? Nah, that's not nice to use that term. I guess freak.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
sorry.
why I just let you try to talk yourself out of it, but we'll see. I didn't see it happening. So
I just wanted to say if it be, just wow, astronomical. For those who are out there, how tall are you, folks? Let us know in the comments below.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying.
What kind of stupid ass question?
How tall are you, folks? The most obscure random question ever asked on the Mad Scientist Lab, and that is the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. Anywhere you get your podcasts, that is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Monday at 9 a.m. for the YouTube visual. Oh yeah,
I prefer when you're drinking and not on the fucking
on the sauce.
no, on the tweeds.
I'm not on some tweeds, Jared. I mean, yeah, just a little bit.
Feel like your synapses aren't firing as quickly.
Well, currently, maybe not, but I do care, and the passion is still as burning and raging as ever. If that helps you.
See what I'm
That sounded
saying?
disturbing.
I'm like, what does he say?
Yeah.
Keep your passion over there.
Yeah.
You're burning.
Yeah,
Passion's
my-
burning and raging.
Yeah, my burning.
I think you need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
I probably do.
Get you
your
some
head
cream
checked.
for that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Dude,
Your
the cream.
burning, raging
It's probably-
passion.
It's probably
Speaking
all
of that,
Burning Rage and Passion?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Another thing I was watching this past week. Well, this past couple weeks. And I don't think you ever watched it, did you? The Boys?
No, I've seen like 2 or 3 episodes. of it.
God, you are the worst.
I am the worst co-host, the
Yeah,
worst friend.
When it comes to being a co-host of somebody who talks about entertainment, we have a whole segment called the Entertainment Beaker, which we don't use anymore because you don't watch any entertainment. But anyway,
I watched. Well,
Anyway.
I'll let you finish. Hold on.
there's a new series from the world of the universe of The Boys called Gen V. I've been watching that. That's pretty cool. It's basically it's about these college kids who have power. They're all at the college. They're all soups.
Yeah.
what they call them, soups. So that's pretty good. If anybody out there is into The Boys, which that sounded crazy.
You into the boys out there? Yes, yeah.
show-
we just took a turn.
The show The Boys.
Burning,
if you're-
raging passion.
If you're into that, what made me think about that? There's a scene where one of the girls has her power is she can control blood.
Oh,
Um,
like the flow? Obviously, the flow of blood.
she
right?
can control blood. She's still learning her powers because she's in college. You have to see the show to understand like how she discovered her powers. Pretty fucking crazy. But anyway, so this guy who has psychic abilities, she was trying to ask him for advice on or like to help her find somebody, and so he's doing that. He was like, "You need to come closer," and then next thing you know, everything blacks out, and then she wakes up in this dude's room, and he's like got a robe on, and the shit's out.
No, man, dude.
So he starts.
Jared was probably like, "What?"
She's like, "What the fuck?" And she instinctually, she fucking started swelling his dick up with blood,
Oh man,
and
dude.
it blew his dick up.
Oh my god, dude! No, dude. Talk about a horrible way to die.
That's
dude.
The Boys, though. It's all gross, weird ways that
Oh
people
man,
die.
I don't.
know how you haven't seen it. Have you seen The Boys?
No.
Oh my god, man!
What
Y'all
channel
missing
is it
out.
on? Or what?
Amazon.
Amazon. Okay.
It's like
I'm gonna text myself so I can watch.
it's
So I don't forget.
I'm gonna text
Hold on.
myself.
it's the
Yeah.
it's the version of like basically it's superheroes if they were real.
Like me and you.
Yeah, like say if we fucking one day took the serum and we had some kind of superpower, like how would that affect us as like just the human
Right,
nature, the human nature of how people are? Like the main villain in The Boys is Homelander.
Yeah.
But when it starts out, the whole show starts out as like they're just these regular superheroes, and like there's a whole like PR behind it. So
Yeah.
if they fuck up, then they have a whole PR team to cover that shit up, and it gets wild. But yeah, so this is just a different version of The Boys. This is Gen V, which is college kids.
Now I know we've probably talked about it on the show before, but since Dan is here, since we're talking about superheroes, Dan, what would your superpower be if you were a superhero?
X-ray vision.
X-ray vision. Any
Perv. Perv. Yeah.
yeah. It's, that's
That'd be great.
So is there? Well, I'm not going to elaborate anymore because I think I know why you'd want it. Which
I just said.
yeah. So I.
Are you okay today?
Yeah, I'm fine, dude. I'm fine. I'm just
You're
trying.
like
to,
a step behind.
No, I am not a step behind.
How do you feel? Did you feel like he's a step behind?
He's a little not as sharp as he usually is.
That's what I'm saying. What's going on?
I'm fine. I swear.
Okay.
I'm just probably tweeted. You know.
Okay.
You know, that's really probably all that is. Hopefully it's not me. You know, just developing some sort of mental disorder here on the Mad Scientist Side
Oh,
podcast.
that's already happened.
Oh yes, I know. So if I had a superpower, I think I would want to be like either invincible or I wouldn't mind knowing how to fly as much as I don't like flying. But
Flying would be cool, but yeah.
Why invincible?
I don't know. I just think it would be cool just to try, like, to do like wild, dangerous shit without knowing that there's no like real repercussion to it.
That's a little walk in your psyche there.
Is it?
Yeah. You're like, I want to be able to do wild shit without getting hurt. That means you're scared to do wild shit.
No, I've done a lot of wild shit in my life. More
Like
than,
what?
I don't know. Enough.
You don't even fly. They ain't wild. Bro, getting on the
what's the
plane's not even
wildest thing
wild.
you've
I'm
done?
not saying that's
a
wild.
good question. That's a good question. What's the
wildest
wildest
thing
thing
you've
you've
done?
done?
Oh man, dude, I can't talk about it on the show. I just can't.
Why not?
It's I don't know.
I mean, have you been skydiving? Have you been hiking? Have you fucking been hunting? Like,
I've been hiking. I've climbed. I guess the side of I wouldn't call it a mountain, but it looked like a mountain. I climbed one
so
of those.
you walked up a hill. Go ahead.
No. It was not a hill. I was climbing with my hands and my feet, and it was basically I don't know where we were. We were younger, and it was me and a bunch of the guys and guys and gals, a bunch of the kids, and there was like this giant like incline on the side of the road that looked like a mountain. Obviously, when you're younger, and then we spent probably about an hour or so climbing it, stopping. It wasn't something that if I fell I would die kind of thing, but I've done that.
It probably wasn't as bad as you think it was.
I mean, I was young. I've done a lot of stuff, but I can't think of anything right now. I once rode down a hill on the roof of a car.
No,
Okay, that's pretty wild.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I did that going about 20 miles an hour. Then I slid off of it
Mm-hmm.
and almost hit a fire hydrant. I didn't, thankfully, and that's why I'm still here. That's kind of wild.
That is kind of wild.
I
I'll give
will
you
not
that.
bore Jared with my crazy hotel story again. I've done
No,
that.
please don't.
Yeah, that's
Was it that wild?
it's pretty
Not
nuts.
really.
I'm-
He
it's-
just you brought it on yourself.
You can tell me later.
It
Yeah.
it just seemed it's anyway.
Let's just say he was abusing alcohol.
I was not abusing alcohol.
Yeah, you
So
were,
that could
'cause you
be
didn't-
like
no, 'cause-
us on a daily basis.
No, he didn't catch a bottle that somebody dropped out of a window.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
He
it's
could
a
have
long
saved the
story.
alcohol and still
Yeah.
had a party, but he said, "No, I'm too scared."
No, it would have killed me.
Hence the invincible thing. Hold on, OG. I'm not saying the rest of that.
Let's see.
No, I was saying the name.
Oh, that.
OG's superpower would be the ability to heal any ailment with the touch of with a touch.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I like that one. Epic. I took a 12-foot kayak 3.5 miles straight out on Lake Michigan. I mean, I've never been to Lake Michigan, so I can't really.
I've been to Lake Michigan. I mean, that's not.
Is that
Eh.
is the water deep?
I've kayaked before. That's
Yeah,
it's
a big lake.
It's fucking of course, it's deep.
Yeah, well, I know that. I just was curious how deep, like compared to
Bro,
an ocean.
it's a
or-
lake.
I understand that. I'm just asking. I understand the form of water that it is.
Have you ever shot a gun, RJ?
BB guns.
Okay, so
Yeah, no. The answer is no. BB guns, paint guns. No, I've never done that. I've gone whitewater rafting before.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
kind of wild.
Yeah,
Kinda wild.
I've done that. Fuck, man, I'm trying to think.
He said it was 90 feet of water when he turned around.
When he turned around, okay, that's pretty deep. That's
No shit, it's
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
deep,
yeah,
bro.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
deep.
yeah.
That's kind of scary. I wouldn't want to tip over, float around. What I was gonna say is I don't. In there, so how big is Lake Michigan? Like in terms of if I started
I
at
don't
one,
know. It's called a Great Lake.
Yeah, it's
I-
huge.
yeah, I understand that.
Come on,
damn
man.
it, I
Come on.
know, I
Okay.
know. I'm
Okay.
just if I started at one point and just went to the other side, how long would it take?
Depends on which way. If you go east west, it's shorter. If
And
you go north
is-
south, is longer.
Yeah, so I would say
I
here.
don't know. Epic, tell us. I'm sure he got the info. Oh no, he's out in the woods. Never mind.
And as he should be. What I was gonna say is no. I guess north to north to south, now south to north, whatever. Just the long way. I'm just curious is how long it would take because 3.5 miles out in just open water is
It's pretty big, man.
yeah. All right. Well, that's something. Were you wearing a life preserver? Let me ask you that.
I don't know. He's hunting right now, so
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know
I
if he
gotcha.
can even hear everything.
I getcha.
So no, that's not. I went. You said whitewater rafting. That's
Yeah, I mean, I've done a couple things. I mean, I can't really say I've jumped out of a plane or done any crazy shit like that.
That's pretty big. 307 miles.
Ooh,
That's-
yeah.
That's the length.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Oh, so he was only 3.5. Oh, yeah. Damn, dude, that's nuts. Whatchamacallit? Uh-oh. No, with the, shit. Fuck.
You forget something again?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
Them tweeds.
You were
Nah,
right, Jared.
it's not.
The
It's
width is 118 miles.
not. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's
so
huge.
Yeah. That's a big fucking lake. It's probably like some ancient creature that lives in it. Probably a Lions fan.
Did you say a Lions fan?
Yeah, well, I mean, why not? Why not?
Nah, bro, it's way bigger than 50 miles. It's 118 miles. We just looked it up.
That's a boot a long way. I could going north to south, or south to north.
South to north is 307.
307. I could probably drive to my grandmother's house. It's like going across a whole state. It's essentially
pretty
what it-
much.
Yeah, really. No, I was gonna say, I was gonna ask Dan a question in relation to into this, and that's what's fucking bothering me. Shit. Damn it.
Related to the
OG said, "Was this dude kicked by a pony this morning?"
Dude. Man,
that's
dude.
hilarious.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Not at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no, I'm not the only one that's noticing.
It might be a full-grown horse, not a pony.
Shit, a pony will fuck you up too.
I know.
All right.
Come on, bring it back.
I'm trying.
All right,
I'm
Jared,
trying.
what would you say that yours is probably a whole different level, but what's the most dangerous thing you've done?
Dangerous thing?
Or just adventurous, dangerous?
I mean, I've done. I mean, it could be, yeah, like you said, it could be different depending on who it is. I mean, I would say just being in the Marine Corps was one thing, because we have to do, like when we go to rifle range, somebody has to pull the targets down. So although you're behind a berm, there's still a bunch of people up on the gun line shooting down, and you hear just rounds, and sometimes they hit the berm. You hear.
What is a berm, if you don't mind my asking?
Fucking dirt hill.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's kind of what I thought it was, but I figured it was the proper term for it.
But you just hear rounds after round. And if they do the rapid fire, it's like...
And you're fairly safe or not necessarily?
You're safe as long as you don't put your hand up above the berm.
Yeah.
But sometimes it'll hit, like, the metal pieces of the target. Because the targets, they're just big metal carriages. And then they sit in it like, actually the targets are probably by the size of that tart.
Now, how long does this, like, I guess, last for in terms of, this is a training exercise, right?
Yeah, we're on the rifle range because every year you have to qualify with your rifle.
All right.
And you start at 200 and then you do, I think it's 5 rounds. I can't remember the exact, but it's like 5 rounds of different positions, like 5 rounds sitting, 5 rounds kneeling, 5 rounds in the prone. I think the standing is in there somewhere too. But then you do rapid fire, which is 10 rounds, and you have to two magazines of 5 rounds. You have to unload one and then reload and then get back on target and hit the shit again. But this has to happen within a certain amount of time.
All right.
And the more you hit the target, obviously, the better your score is. And the whole point is to get a score, the higher score, because you want to. There's different levels. There's expert. There's marksman, which is the lowest, and then sharpshooter is the middle. I don't care about the other two because I'm up here.
Yeah. All right.
I'm an expert.
Yeah, so I was waiting for that, and he was like, yeah, and I had the highest score in the class.
Not the highest, but I was always an expert, except for in boot camp. I think that was just stress levels. I was a sharpshooter in boot camp. But I can tell you somebody who was on the show on the 200th episode that we talked to, who's what we call a pizza box.
Oh, what?
Because it's in the shape of a square little target.
Yeah.
That's the lowest one.
Yeah.
And I always make fun of them. But anyway.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, but then they go to the 300, and they kind of do the same type of thing, and then they go back to 500 yards, and then it's 10 rounds on a man-sized target, which is like 26 inches across, and then it has like a little head, and you're 500 yards away, and you have to hit that motherfucker.
That sounds actually kind of fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun as shit,
Probably
honestly.
the most relaxing thing I've ever done.
Really?
Because you have to breathe. You're like, and you have to concentrate where the wind's blowing, and you have to, like, there's a whole shit that goes in. There's your natural point of aim. You have to get that set up because when you're breathing, the muzzle rises. Then when you let out, it comes back down. So you want to be at the bottom, what they call their natural respiratory pause.
All right.
You want to be at that point, which is the bottom of your breathing. So you want to try to get all the air out of your lungs.
All right.
And then,
yeah. So that's like its resting place, and
that's your natural point of aim.
I got you.
So like if I'm just sitting there and I have my shit set up.
All right.
I'm on target. So when I breathe in and I breathe out and pull the trigger, boom, I should be on target. I just gave a fucking class on.
Yeah, no, that was good. Yeah, here. Thank you, Jared. Instructor Jared.
I'm ready for the range.
Drill Sergeant Jared. Would you be a drill sergeant? Or
I wanted to when I was in the Marine Corps. like a lot of things, I kind of always like to do my own thing,
Yeah.
which doesn't work very well in the Marine Corps, or in the military period. So that's why I only did 4 years. Where on the spectrum is? I don't know, and I'm not gonna answer that question.
I'm smart.
No, I wasn't gonna.
Oh.
I'm not answering what he asked.
Well, no, that was cool though. I mean, you're just basically shooting shit and shit's blowing up and everything. I like how you're like, yeah, that made me calm.
I don't know. Plus, my job, I was an artillery mechanic, so I had to shoot guns, and I was around fucking high explosives all the time.
Did that ever I wouldn't say worry you, but just something just kind of randomly going off or blowing up or anything like that? If you were just by it by any means,
I think the only thing you would have to worry about that is the powder.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to smoke on the gun line, obviously.
Yeah.
There's you got to be at least 50 feet away from.
Oh man, I would not be friends or stand near that person at all.
No, trust me. When you're in the moment, I don't think you really think about shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we had training accidents, never with artillery stuff, but infantry style drills. I remember somebody got shot.
Yeah.
It was an accident, but they didn't make it.
Oh.
Really? Wow.
It happens more often than people. There's never talked about, but it happens
right,
more often.
right.
Only time they really talk about it is if it's a plane that went down. You always hear an Osprey went down and killed 7 Marines or however Marines were in there. You never hear training accidents of another Marine accidentally shooting another Marine.
Right.
So,
But I'm sure it happens.
yeah, it happens a lot more than you think it does.
Ooh, that stinks. Yeah.
But I mean that's
Part of
the-
what you signed
job,
up for.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
Other than that, I on a lower level, I jumped out of the back of a moving car before, thinking I could. It was like a Bronco 2, and I was thinking I could keep up with it, but I didn't realize, okay, this thing's going forward. I'm going that way, and all my momentum just kept going with the way the car was going. I fell back, hit my head on the fucking street,
Oh shit.
broke my wrist.
Wow.
This was when you were in the Marine Corps?
No, this was in high school.
Oh shit. Just being okay, no, I like that one. Oh man, what else have I done that's kind of wild? Fuck. I once
No, it's your turn,
yeah,
sir.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I was
yeah,
trying to skate.
No, you're not
Mr.
skating.
Silent Magoo
No,
over there.
no, what happened is, look, this motherfucker is doing some Iowa shit. Y'all probably fucking kicking cows in the nuts and then trying to see.
You probably have done some shit like that, haven't you?
no.
I would be afraid if I kicked a cow in the nuts, I was going to get kicked in the head by that pony that kicked me this morning. You know what I'm saying? Same reaction. I would not do it.
I would say, let's see, I played rugby, so that's kind of crazy. I played rugby for 3 years. I mean, and then what else? Let's see. I went on a crazy vacation to Belize, and because we went ziplining, and you think ziplining, they zipline everywhere, whatever. But ziplining in Belize, it was Hopkins Village, Belize. It wasn't so it's a small place, and it's real ziplining. But we went. My nephew and I went. And he went to Mexico and he went ziplining. He's like, "Yeah, we can go because you've never been, but ziplining sucks because they control the brake and all this stuff." Dude, no control and brake. You're going 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was I'd never been on a zip line where they control the brakes.
Oh, yeah, me neither. This is the first zip line I ever went on, but it's fat, 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And all they have up is a big gym pad to help maybe stop you from.
Yeah.
But they basically said, if you don't know how to brake, you could die.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh
That's-
yeah. Oh no, it's real.
Zip lines
they have
full
a
of shit,
guy. They have a guy.
I've done that before.
They have a guy
what?
that controls the brake, kind of, or not controls the brake, is on just a rope to help maybe that it could help you. But they were telling us there's a lady that got scared and didn't brake, and she went head first into the mat and got all fucked up.
Well, like I said, it happens.
Yeah.
So how far was this zip line from your starting point to your, I guess, the mat, the infamous mat?
I don't remember, but it was it was probably, I don't even know, probably 500 to 800 yards, probably 800 yards or
Oh, I mean,
more.
that's
moving, bro.
Yeah, that's
moving and like over trees.
Yeah.
And
you're-
then, so that was pretty cool, and kind of danger-ish. And then we also, on the same vacation, we went, what is it, rappelling down. We hiked up a mountain, and then we were rappelled down like a 500-foot waterfall.
Jeez. I've done rappelling, but on a 64-foot wall.
Yeah, this is a waterfall, so it was slippery, and water's like going right in your face. I banged my knee, it was bleeding, like,
Damn.
which was kind of cool because it's.
Did you feel like oh no?
Oh
like,
yeah,
did you-
oh yeah.
I'm just,
I mean,
because that's how I would feel. I would just want some like toy gun just to have.
oh
you
no,
know,
not like that,
resonate
but
the whole
it
experience.
was cool. Like I busted my knee, but it's kind of cool because it was adventurous and
Yeah.
like you're really doing it. Like I really did it. Where a lot of vacations, I guess they say in Mexico, I've been in Mexico, but never to those kind of things. That it's very controlled and they want to make sure no one gets hurt.
Yeah.
But in Belize, nah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
But the craziest part, this is the craziest part of my trip was, so we were supposed to go fishing, and not necessarily deep sea fishing. It was on a regular like fishing boat,
Yeah.
and that was part of it. We're supposed to go, we're supposed to fish for some of the day, and they're gonna have lunch for us. And lunch is like they just threw some shit in a bag. It isn't. You think it's like some big vacation, but
Yeah.
it's just because it's third world country. It's cool, but it's like real shit.
Yeah.
So it stormed really bad, and so we're supposed to go fishing, and then we're supposed to go snorkeling, and then so
Snorkeling's fun.
yeah, so our trip got canceled because the weather was too bad, and the waves were crazy.
Yeah.
So our trip got canceled, and then the next day, the waves were still crazy. And so the guy's like, yeah, it doesn't look like you guys are going to be able to go out. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. That was one of the things I was looking forward to, and we're leaving the next day. And so I was like, oh, that sucks. So the guy comes to us a little bit later, and he's like, hey, I found this guy that'll take you guys out. And I'm like, oh, cool, man. That's awesome.
Something to do with a peg leg and an eye
Bro,
patch.
no. No.
Welcome aboard.
It was this
Yeah.
older. No, it was this older dude, village dude. Luckily, he knew what he was doing. But so we go out, and it is the choppiest shit ever. Like we're ass dropping, like every couple feet, like off our seat. We're in the middle of the ocean, and
Pause, by the way.
what?
Ass dropping.
Oh. It was
My
bad.
booty hole, Brad.
Dude. Anyways, so we're out in the middle of the ocean. It's a fisherman's village, so there should be boats everywhere. We're the only boat in this fucking thing.
Oh.
Only boat. And then we finally did see one boat. It's a big, huge yacht. So the whole time we were out, we saw a big, huge yacht, and that's it. And we're in the middle of the ocean. We're both like, dude, I'm pretty sure we're not going to make it.
Damn.
And there's life jackets, but they're just in the bottom of the boat. And
I'd be wearing my shit.
yeah.
Fuck that.
And so the waves were so big that we're in the middle of the ocean, and this dude shuts off the engine. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, oh yeah, the waves are so big it's gonna stall out our engine, and we won't be able to move anymore. Yeah.
Well, we're not moving now,
yeah, dude.
bro. We literally aren't moving now.
Oh,
That's
man.
the one time I was pretty sure I was gonna die. I'm like, it's cool. I've come to terms. I'm not making it out of this.
Was your
motherfucker.
like adrenaline like really?
Oh, yeah,
pumping,
dude.
I
Oh,
can only,
dude,
I can
dude.
only imagine.
And I was
man.
flying off the seat every couple. So you go boom, 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 boom. It was, dude. It was
So
bad.
who did you go on the trip with? Just
My
friend-
nephew.
Your nephew.
My nephew's like 7 years younger than me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, man, it was just rolling around with some kid out there. And
No,
fucking
6 or
ocean.
7 years old. No.
Oh,
So
I
and it
was
was
gonna
just
say.
like 4 or 5 years ago.
No, okay. So it's
Oh, that's the
relative-
one that was on Ultimate Fighter?
Yeah. And it's the one that I told you that went to wrestling school.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, whatchamacallit, dude. That's fucking okay. That's pretty wild, man.
All right, hold
Well, I
on.
didn't mean it to be wild. And my nephew still to this day is like, I cannot believe you talked that dude into letting us out there. We should have never been out there, dude.
So hold on, a couple of things real quick. Shout out to Epic for the 10 gifted subs.
Thank you, buddy.
I just saw he gave one to Stony Danza, which I don't think he ever even shows up here, but whatever. Also, speaking of crazy things that people have done, OG said that he once had to fight a gun away from his dad to keep him from trying to kill him and his baby sister.
Oh,
that's
shit,
pretty
dude,
crazy.
Dude,
That's some
wild.
wild shit.
That is super wild, dude.
Uh,
Sorry you had to do that.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a little crazy. But yeah, I don't think I've done a lot of shit. I just don't know. I can't think of like I've been snorkeling.
Yeah, I've been snorkeling.
Yeah, that's that. But for me, I don't like. I'm not like a strong swimmer. I can swim, but I'm not a strong swimmer. So for me, it was kind of. At first, I was panicking.
Me
I'm like,
too.
I
Me
got
too.
this shit in my
Yep.
fucking face,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
like then I was all right. Let me just fucking relax. Do what the ladies told me to do. You know, as soon as I started doing that, I was good.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. You just kick your feet and you're like all over the place for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was nervous too. I'm not a strong swimmer, so I was super nervous, but it was awesome.
And the person I went with was like, I guess they thought I was gonna like just be shitty, but they ended up not being very good, and they were hanging on to the little life
Yeah.
the whole time, and me being thinking I'm being a good boyfriend. I'm like, I'm gonna hang out with you on the ring. I was like, I wanted to see some more shit, but I was gonna hang out, but whatever. Either way,
I mean, I liked swimming a lot when I was younger. I mean, I actually think I'm a pretty good swimmer.
no,
That's crazy.
swimming in a pool is one thing. In the fucking ocean, dude, it's a whole different story.
No, and
Oh, yeah.
I believe you. I'm saying
I'm talking about ocean where they take you out on a boat, and you don't like when you finally get out there and you're looking down and it's like 20, 30 feet of water below you, and then all you see is coral reefs and fucking fish swimming around. It's like, oh, this is their home. I'm not supposed to be out here. Like, that's some fucking different
Yeah.
shit.
no, I know, but I'd like to think I'm a strong swimmer. I like to do.
Oh,
But it's just
I
different.
bet you won't go snorkeling though.
I wouldn't mind trying it.
You should
Okay.
try it.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
you should
wouldn't
try
mind. I wouldn't mind
But
trying.
first, you had to get on a plane somewhere to go.
no,
Oh,
no,
you could
not that
snorkel in
one
a
little
swimming
factor,
pool or
nah.
something.
That's not fun.
No, I'm not going to snorkel in a swimming pool, dude. Absolutely not. I didn't even. When you were a kid, like, and they had either just like the regular goggles, and then they had obviously the face masks with the snorkels. I always just preferred like the regular goggles. I had a face mask, but I never liked it.
Snorkel was for snorkeling. It wasn't. It's not.
Yeah, I know.
It's not meant for a pool.
Yeah,
now
I
you
know.
could do it for that if you want to learn it, but that's not what it's for.
Yeah,
And then the goggle ones that's just for swimming.
yeah. No, I liked those.
Or you could have just been a man child and not use any.
I didn't use them most of the time. I was going to get to that point. I was going to get to that point before you decided to tear my character down again, Jared.
I didn't tear. Bro. I'm not tearing anything down. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
What's obvious, Jared?
That you soft as shit.
Nah, not at all. Get out of here. The toughest man you know.
Is that where we're going with this whole thing?
Nah,
I'm just joking.
fucking
I
around.
know. I know. It's okay. It's all right.
But I mean, let's face it.
But shut up. Just shut the fuck up. So real quick, I want to give a big birthday shout out to our fellow viewer and listener, Allie Ice. Happy birthday, Al.
Oh, he ain't been out here. Fuck your birthday, cuz.
Yeah. So
Happy birthday.
yeah, happy birthday, bud.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I ain't seen him on here in like 3 weeks.
well, I believe he is watching his little one this evening, or as of currently, if that makes any sense. What I was gonna say is, since I'm speaking about Al, gonna bring up some video games real quick. Were you ever? And you know how I am about the fall. Good time of year, great time of year for games. And this can apply to any time of the year, but it had me thinking, do you know what I miss doing? I miss going to midnight releases. I miss doing that. I remember
I never did that shit.
for a couple years, I would say there's a good maybe.
You know what I equate that to? Waiting in line for some fucking sneakers.
No, well, yes, it's obviously the same thing. That I would not do, me personally.
Yeah, so I wouldn't do either one.
No, but come on, it's video. Well, obviously you're not going to do it, but I miss the standing in line, the anticipation for the next big game, whether it's COD, Halo, whatever it is coming out. You know, you got the line, you're talking to the other gamers, and people got their pizza and all this other shit, and everybody's just chilling. It was a vibe, man, for a couple of years. It really was. And I really think it needs to be brought back to some degree. It's true. It really needs to be brought back. I just want to put that out there.
That was very appropriate.
But it's something fun to do. Now everything's digital and you can download it at your whim, which is great, and I'm not hating on it, but I think it takes away that fun aspect.
Motherfucker RJ said, fuck convenience.
Yeah.
I want to wait in line.
Yeah, I want to wait in line and talk to other people
Need some pizza.
when I'm actually an introvert.
I'm not an introvert.
Okay.
I am the most outgoing person you'll probably ever meet.
Bro, you've been lying this whole fucking show.
I know I haven't.
Yes, you have.
You've been lying to yourself.
No, I'm not.
Not at all. Not at all. I wouldn't lie to the people.
You are an introvert who has to be extroverted at times.
I'm really good at it. Spent my whole life mastering my craft.
What's your craft? Please tell me what your craft is.
I don't know. My craft is just me being me. I'm good at it. I guess. I don't know. That's up for people to decide, and not that it matters, but that's really all that it is. Just me being me. Good old dope. Good old do dangerous. Richard J, as they used to. They used to call me Jay Shep because people flock around me like Jesus.
You said that before.
I'm just telling you.
It wasn't great then either.
It was a thing. It's a thing. It was a thing. It's not really a thing anymore, obviously. Just saying.
You can keep talking.
Oh no, I mean, I'm just out here. Dan, what's up? What are you watching? What's going on?
What did I watch? I did see Kelsey. Did you guys see that?
No.
It's really good. It's on Netflix. It's about Travis Kelsey's brother, the guy that plays for the Eagles. I forgot his name real quick.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but it's the lineman that plays for the Eagles.
Yeah.
But it's about him as his last year before he's going to retire. He ended up not retiring. Spoiler alert, but
you saw him last week,
right? But yeah, it's really good. It got great ratings. It was super popular. I watched that a couple weeks ago. It just came out.
There was
It's
something.
worth watch. It's good, even if you're not a huge sports fan, because it's not a lot of football. It's just about his home life, and his wife's pretty cool and funny, and then it's cool too because there's just some average dude that, like, in one episode he loses a Super Bowl ring because he throws it in a drawer or something, and so it's pretty good. It's good. It's good stuff.
Well, I being in the Halloween spirit, I watched a movie, and it's not terrible. And I know you won't watch it.
Sounds terrible.
It's not. It's not. But I'm not a super diehard horror film fan, but I do like them. I do enjoy them for what they are. Not all of them, but a good majority of them. Do you know what movie still is really fucking, I think, creepy? I wouldn't say it's scary. It's just, it just creeps me out, is The Strangers. Have you ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
About obviously the strangers that basically fuck with these people in their house, and then they wear like bags.
I did see that.
Yeah, and they wear the bags over their heads,
Oh,
dude.
it's good.
Yeah, it's
Because the whole movie, you don't know what's going on. You just know things are all fucked up.
yeah, it's
And then at the end, maybe I shouldn't say, but
no, yeah, it's got a crazy ending, and no, it's just a really creepy movie.
When you said the name, but then
Yeah,
100% saw that.
It's
That
not
was
like one of
great.
those jump scares, gory. It's just creepy film.
It's creepy, and then at the end they reveal what happened, like how the things happened the way they did, and you're like, oh shit.
And so I just thought that movie didn't really get enough credit.
You are right. It
No,
is awesome.
but it's a good movie, but it's creepy as fuck. And I won't lie to you guys, there was one point where I was just kind of looking away from my television, just a tad bit.
And it's not like, I think you would like it, Jared. It's not like horror film or crazy. It's just one of those that,
It's like a psychological.
it's just got
thriller.
like, it's one of those thrillers that have a lot of twists and turns, and you're like, what's going on? And then they tie it up later, but at the time you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just creepy.
Did it just come out or?
No, it's
It's
older.
been out for a while.
It's like maybe from like 2012 or 13. I mean, it's an older movie.
I may have seen it. I don't get into like I don't want to call it horror.
It's not horror at all. It's
yeah.
more suspense.
We'll see.
Well, and when I say I like horror movies, I like the standard cliche stuff.
I don't like those shits.
No, I enjoy them for what they are and the season to get into the spirit.
It's
Stuff.
my least favorite feeling as a human being.
Being scared, right?
Fear. Yeah.
Fear, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody likes it. in that
Some
sense.
people do like it. That's why they do it.
Yeah, nah.
That's why they watch all fucking horror movies.
Nah,
Sure.
I don't know, but yeah, the movie's just creepy.
The
Just-
only ones that I really got into is I did like the Saw movies, and those are horror, but like
I've
No,
only seen.
That's a stranger OG, not strangers.
Whatchamacallit. I saw the first, because I know there's a lot of them now. I think I've seen up to 4.
I saw like
Or
4 or
four,
5,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
it got too much. Where I was like, I'm done. But
Yeah, no, that's
especially the first couple were just so well done, and
What are you
again,
talking about?
twists and turns. Saw.
what are you talking? Oh,
Saw. Yeah.
I saw like the first 2, maybe 3. But after that, it was like, meh.
Yeah, it got a little stupid, but the first couple were really good.
I hear the new one is actually supposed to be pretty good, or like the way they wrap the story up for
they finally wrap it up.
I guess. I mean, it's the 10th film.
Yeah,
in the
'cause
series.
I just
Yeah.
found out there's a 4th Human Centipede movie. So,
those are.
did
yeah.
you ever watch one?
Yeah, hell
Nah,
yeah.
I
You
never
watched
did.
the first one?
I've seen it.
You're a weirdo.
Did you watch it?
Hell no.
Oh, I
I
didn't
just
watch
know
it
what
either.
the principle is.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a pleasant film, and I do not
He said, "Hell
recommend.
no."
I do not recommend anybody watch it. That's just me personally. Do what you will with that information and go about your day. Yeah, it's basically it's fucking creepy, dude.
It looks creepy.
It's
Oh, no, maybe there's 3, I think.
it's basically a scientist or a surgeon, so to speak, and he basically makes a human centipede, and it's fucking nasty and creepy. Yeah. So I watched the first one. After that, I'm not interested in.
The fact that you watched the first one is that's enough for me to solidify.
That's
that
disturbing.
you're
It was
a
like
weirdo.
years ago though.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes it better.
Oh, yeah. Here's the newer one. They're like in a prison. Oh, I need to pull it up so everybody can see.
Oh man.
For anybody who doesn't know about Human Centipede, it's a bunch of people. Oh, well, here's the main picture right here. It's from the original movie. They're sewed butt to mouth.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what a human centipede is. You didn't know?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so the doctor finds these 2 chicks. This is the first one. I've never seen it, but I know what it's about. These 2 chicks that are traveling or whatever, and they find some other guy, and then he knocks them out, and then they wake up, and their mouths are sewed to the guy's butt.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
So whenever he eats and then shits to feed the chick or the next person in line, they have to eat the person's shit.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
It's very disturbing. And it goes on and on and on and on. So if you're the last person in a long line, you're just
Eating a lot of shit.
You're eating all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it's definitely not for children, not for anybody to watch.
I can't believe you watched it. I'm with Jared.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem entertaining. at
No,
all.
it wasn't.
Like, that's like
Did you lose a bet or something? Why'd you watch that?
No, I was like hanging out with this movie's a little older, man. I was hanging out with like a couple of my buddies.
It's like watching fucking like somebody tells you to watch 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and you get fucking 30 minutes in. You're like, oh, I'm gonna see where this ends.
No,
Yeah, if you get 30
we were
minutes
just,
into
it
that-
was like it was just like on or something.
I got
and they were
about
just like,
2
"Here,
minutes
let's
into
watch."
that. And I was like, oh.
I think it was less. As soon as they got that cup,
Yeah, nah, definitely.
I think I was 30 seconds in to be 100 because it didn't last long unless they.
I don't even know how long it lasted. I
Yeah.
quit right away.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was like-
nasty.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Definitely not for children or anybody in the world.
Nobody.
Said that already.
I know. I'm just reiterating because it's that important
Oh,
to
Ugh.
reiterate your statements.
yeah, 2 Girls, 1 Cup. That might be one of the worst things ever made.
I mean, Human Centipede is pretty bad.
Yeah,
It's
so,
the same concept except you're eating a bunch of fucking shit.
all right.
But
So,
one's like real. At least looks real.
well, it doesn't matter. It's
At least they can only eat organic. Yeah, no, I'm good.
yeah. That's let's moving on. Moving on.
At one point, telling that story to you, I started to fucking gag a little bit. I was like, "Ooh."
Yeah. So what? So what's going on? So you
You didn't prepare for shit. This
actually, I'm very prepared.
He forgot.
I didn't forget anything.
Remember, he
yeah.
keeps forgetting everything
Yeah.
today.
I forgot twice.
Kicked by a horse.
Oh no, and I did remember what I was going to say to you earlier, but we kept going, so I didn't want to like bring it back up
okay.
since it's like kind of like already past it.
Sure, pal.
No, I'm serious. I was going to say that when I was younger, when he was talking about, you know, this whole boat thing, and I was talking about I've never been skydiving. When I was a kid, I really wanted to. I was like,
As you get older, you don't want to do no crazy shit.
yeah, yeah. So when I was
you're already close enough to death. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck
I want to go skydiving. I was all signed up and had my tickets and everything. I ended up
I don't
not
know.
going.
I go in and out. Some days I do. Some days I
Oh,
don't.
you've never been?
No.
I had a math techer in high school.
Why would I have just gone?
Oh, you're in the military and stuff. I didn't know.
I wasn't in airborne, motherfucker. I was artillery. Like, I was a ground troop.
I don't know how the military works. Maybe one day they're like, "Hey, anyone want to jump out of a plane?"
That can't happen.
That's what I'm saying.
It didn't happen.
So I
to
thought
me.
maybe one day someone just said, "Hey, you want to jump out of a plane?" Sure.
That's for, I don't know, the goody two shoes Marines.
oh, okay.
No, but I was fascinated with it when I was a kid. But I had a math teacher that did it all the time. I mean, he said he had a record of or a recorded of over 150 jumps, and he was like, it was like his thing, it's like his hobby, and he would tell us
Oh,
about
yeah.
it in class.
What's wrong with that?
I worked for
Nothing,
someone
nothing.
Like that.
I just like I've never. He's like the only person I've met or that I'm aware of that was just an avid skydiver.
Well, I mean, it costs money for one thing.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
Yeah. It's like
Couple $100.
Like you probably know a bunch of people who play golf, but you don't know people who are actually golfers.
Yeah, that's true. I get. Well, that's
That's a
a good
good
way
point.
to put. Yeah. No, but I just thought it was cool. But yeah, you're right. As you get older, it's just like, hey, you want to jump out of a plane? I don't really think so.
I might still do it. My aunt did it. She was in her 60s when she did it.
I still want to do it.
I might do it one day. You never know. I might say one day, you know what? Fuck it. I feel like dying today.
Yeah.
I almost did it. Like I said, it's I don't want to get into it, but it was a crazy date story why I didn't do it.
Mm.
So
Oh, now I
Yeah.
want to know.
you don't want to know.
No, I guess we don't want to know.
Did you say you don't want to know or you
I
want
said,
to
now I want to know.
know? Oh, nah.
Nah.
Long story. It's just
Yeah,
a long
that's-
story.
Please do. Tell us.
It's a long story.
We got time.
Do you really want to know?
I mean,
So okay, so
did you simp out?
no.
Oh, speaking of simping,
you need to relax.
well, bro. Okay, all right. I'm gonna relax, but I'm just saying, get your shit back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, back to that. That's fine.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I went on a date with someone, on a couple dates,
Mm-hmm.
and someone I newly met, and she happened to have a ticket to go skydiving already. So I said, "Oh yeah, this is something we could do, right?" So she already had a ticket, and so I bought my ticket, and we had a date. We were supposed to go within a couple days, and so I booked it and everything, right? And so I only went on 2 dates with this girl, like not serious, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So I book it and everything, and so I talked to her. I'm like, hey, everything's booked. But when I called, they're like, hey, because the way they make their money is they sell you the video and pictures and all this shit, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, do you want the video package? It's like more than the jump. It's like triple the jump.
Oh, that's
It's
how they get
expensive as shit. Yeah, I mean, I might be exaggerating, but it's a lot. It's
Yeah.
at least as much as the jump.
Yeah.
The jump's like $150, and the video is like $100, $150, something crazy. And the picture package, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm going for the experience, right? So I'm like, no. So I tell this girl, I'm like,
I at
hey,
least want a picture of me, like.
I don't give a shit.
Full
I just
freaking
want to
shit out,
Nah.
like,
I don't care about that. I just wanted to go.
The comedic
So
effect for me.
I definitely didn't need $200 worth of video
to watch you
to
go
watch
shit.
one time, maybe. Right. So,
The picture for sure, though.
right. I was just going for the experience. I don't think
Oh.
you could buy one picture. If I could buy one picture, sure.
No, I just want like here, hold my fucking cell phone.
Well, yeah, I would have had someone down. Yeah.
No, to have the guy do it. naked.
Right, or something, right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and so they were charging all this money for the picture package, whatever, and I'm like, I'm good. I just want to go, right? So I call. So I'm like, I'm talking to her. I'm like, hey, they asked me to do the picture thing, and I didn't do it. And she's like, oh, you didn't get that video package, and blah blah blah. I'm like, no. They said you could add it. Call and add it. And she was all butthurt because I didn't buy the $200 picture package. So yeah, red flag. So
Yeah.
so I was like, so she's like, so then she's like, oh well, I can't go now, like because I have to work and I can't find anyone who would cover for me, blah blah blah. So I ended up canceling it, right?
And I'd be like, very well, I'll find somebody else to go.
Yeah, but I didn't have anyone else to go at the time, so I just canceled it like right away, right when she said that. And then she called me a couple hours later and it's like, well, I didn't really have to work. I was just really hurt that you didn't buy
Oh my
the
God.
pack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what the
dude.
fuck? That's
yeah,
so weird.
Yeah, dude.
That's weird.
It was like
dude.
what? That's one of my horror dating stories. And she's like, oh well, you didn't buy the picture package, and I want a man that is going to take care of me and all this.
Shut the fuck
dude.
up.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out
yeah,
of here.
yeah.
I'm gonna admit.
And then-
so off of how long had y'all been dating?
We went on like 2 dates.
Oh, fuck out of here.
That's what I'm
I want a
saying,
man that
dude.
can take care of me. Bitch.
And she's like, well, I was very offended that you didn't, offer to buy the picture. I'm like, fuck you.
Dude, Dan didn't buy the dude.
Like,
That
I'm
should be the
buying
name
the
of this
fucking.
podcast.
I'm giving you a look. I'm giving
Picture
you
package.
I'm giving you a once in a lifetime chance to fucking almost die. Shut up.
Yeah. So then she's like, well, I didn't really have to work. I was hurt, blah, blah, blah. But it's a once in a lifetime thing. Let's still go. And I go, bitch, I canceled it, dude. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I probably would have done the same thing. I'm like, well, you
Yeah.
know.
So, anyways, I was ready. I was like a day from skydiving, and that happened. So I didn't go.
They couldn't let you just go by yourself, and then
I could have, but I
you could have like saved it for another time.
Well, I booked it for 2, so it had. I mean, she already had hers. She got it. She already had a voucher or something. So, but I didn't want to just go do it myself.
I would fucking. I mean, it's not like y'all jumping together, so it wouldn't have mattered.
I know, but
You just been on the same plane and then landed.
but it's
somewhere
like an
together.
hour
Fucking
drive.
Dew trail falling out. Yeah, falling just
But
from
it's
the
still like an
adrenaline.
hour drive, and it's just cool to experience it with somebody else. I think.
Yeah.
So I just didn't do it, but I want to do it still.
All right. Are you turning 50 anytime soon?
Yeah.
No, Jesus.
Couple
I don't
of
know, I
years.
was
Couple years.
I just wanted to say maybe for like a milestone birthday you should
Yeah,
do it or
yeah,
something
maybe,
like that.
maybe.
I don't think for my 50th that's what I want to do.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's something you do. I think you like that. Like, yeah, I think 60 is when you do that.
like when
Really?
when you're older.
Old and
just like-
frail, and you break your leg just by laying.
No, well, if you stay in shape, you won't do that.
That's true.
Be fine. I don't know. I don't for 50 though. I don't know. For 40, I went to Panama.
I didn't do anything for 40.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for 50.
We need to do something like crazy. Do you know what?
I think I'll actually if I don't go to a Formula One, which I'll be I'll be there soon. But if I don't actually go to the race, then I'll probably do that.
I got you.
I think that's around April. Too.
Do you know what? Just talking about this, it makes me think of that movie with Michael Douglas, The Game, when it's his birthday. Have you seen that?
I probably saw it a long time ago.
That's
You be bringing up the most obscure shit.
I think I
No.
saw it a long time ago too, but I don't remember.
No. Well, it's basically it's his birthday. It's his 50th birthday, and his brother plays this huge game on him. And everybody's involved with it, like in the
Oh
town.
yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, so like something like that would be kind of like
Stupid.
nifty. Well, no, I don't know.
Stupid,
It's,
he
it's
said.
not stupid. I'm actually gonna watch that later, just because I think that's a good movie.
RJ, no, you're not. Shut the fuck up. I'm sick of your fucking lies.
I'm not lying.
You are. You're not gonna watch that movie.
And if I don't, I'll let you know when I don't watch it.
So speaking of that, anyway, since you're not watching anything, another thing that I watched recently, actually I finished it. There's only 3 episodes. The Continental. I've been watching that. There's only 3 episodes. They're like an hour and a half long episodes, so it's like a big long movie.
That's the John Wick series, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it's just how Winston, what's his name, Young, whatever the dude, the guy who runs the Continental in the John Wick movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's how he got control of the Continental. And that dude Sharon, how he came to be like his right hand man in that whole thing. So it was pretty good. I thought it was. The fight scenes are crazy. They're almost better than the John Wick ones.
So they're just very well choreographed.
Yeah.
I'm always down for a good fight scene. But you know what else I like in movies too? A really good like chase scene too. Like,
They don't do chase scenes well anymore. Everything's CGI now.
well, yeah, I know that,
yeah.
and I'm not.
Old school CGI. I mean, old school chase scenes were practical. But yeah, nah.
Yeah, it's not. I'm
Chase
not
scenes these days are kind of.
well, I know. I'm not talking about like the Fast and the Furious where they drive off the bridge and then the one fucking crane rope is there and it latches to the underbelly of the car and swings them around in a 100-degree angle and they launch off and land on a road perfectly. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's a callback to what I said earlier. OG, he says he's watching the show Freeze Frame, the Mitch McConnell series.
I got a good chuckle out of that. It made me laugh, made me smile on the inside.
We gotta go because RJ's. I don't think something's happening. Today.
Nah, I'm fine. I swear.
I know you think you're fine. Something's like, I don't know. Maybe you're a robot and like you're turned down a notch or something.
Nah, I had in all honesty, man, I had a very long work week. Had 5 of our staff members out with COVID. So it was just me and a very small group of people doing a lot of busy stuff this week. So it definitely took a lot out of me. No, but in all seriousness, I'm good. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that Dan is here. I'm happy that our loyal viewers are here. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 202. 202 episodes of this here Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist.
Yeah, did you get the new jab or whatever?
New job.
Jab.
No, absolutely not.
I thought that's what we were thinking.
No, I'm not going to.
Your brain's rotting away from that. Jared, the visual mad scientist.
And Dan, thank you so very much for coming back over, telling us how you went boating with your ass bouncing everywhere. No homo, folks. But you can catch us anywhere. Yeah, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Monday at 9 a.m. for the visual on YouTube. So it was fucking me up. And as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and review. Leave a comment. Let us know how you guys feel. Please.
Gay!
No, it's not. Bye.
Am
I
so
waving?
hard you won't see nothing. Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab. The Merit Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
The Merit Scientist